If you charge $25 for the bundle and you make 4 sales a day, guess what? That's $100. That's an extra $3,000 from just that one source of income. You can make anywhere between $75 to $200 per client. I hit my $7,000 month, and that is exactly what I'm talking about in this video. How I managed to make $7,000 in the month of May from my phone. What I believe is working for me, what has been positively contributing to my strategy, and all of the things. If you are new here, get comfortable, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you find this video resourceful. And of course, you guys know that I love when you comment and you talk to me, engage with me in the comments, so make sure that you do that. If you have been rocking with me for a while, you know I appreciate my day ones. I appreciate you guys that have been supporting and coming back to my channel time after time and really taking in all of the information. So you guys know I'm an action taker, so I don't like to do too much talking. Let's go ahead and just jump right into the video. I appreciate you guys for being here, and let's get started. 2 platforms that I've been the most successful on is YouTube and TikTok. Now they both have similar strategies, but just a different approach, right? So YouTube is a long form content platform. TikTok is obviously a short form content platform. So the delivery for each of those individual platforms is different. I have now made more money over on TikTok than I have on this platform. So it really is just a matter of deciding what feels more natural to you, whether you want to do more long form or you want to do short form. Now you can do both simultaneously, but when you are just starting out, that might be a little overwhelming for you to be able to record, edit, and all of that stuff on a long form platform, and then switch up the mindset to be able to record for your short form content. But there's money to be made on both platforms is what I'm saying. Consistency is absolutely key. However, everybody's talking about consistency, and it doesn't matter if you're posting every single day if you're posting the wrong thing to the wrong person. You guys know that I'm not an advocate of selling to everybody. I'm not a proponent of selling at all, right? We are speaking directly to one person that has one problem, that is trying to solve one problem that you have the solution to, right? I know that I'm talking to you. You're trying to get to either your first sale or to making consecutive sales. So I'm speaking directly to you. I'm not speaking to hundreds and millions of people, right? And so if I just post every single day and I don't post the content that you are looking for, wanting, and needing, then I'm just posting for the sake of posting, right? So consistency is nothing without strategy. It's nothing without knowing, okay, this is my target person, these are their pain points, this is the solution and the transformation that they are looking for. So I'm camera facing, but this can be done either camera facing, you can do this faceless, or you don't have to be on social media at all. And that is what most people do not tell you, right? So the academy that I created, the academy that I'm a part of, that I bundled together, it allows you to be able to make passive income in different capacities, right? It doesn't have to be selling digital products. You don't have to sell digital products if you choose not to sell digital products. Has digital products been a lucrative business model for me? Absolutely. Okay, 1000%. Am I taking the mobile notary business course to start a mobile notary business? Absolutely, 1000%, right? So you can have passive streams of income doing different things, right? So for example, I have my face forward content, right? I have my faceless content, and I am starting a mobile notary business. So I have multiple streams of income, and that is the goal. The goal is to have multiple streams of income and to not depend on all of your income solely coming from one place. So if you do have your 9-to-5 job, keep the 9-to-5 for now if that's what you want to do. In fact, I think that is the smarter thing to do, is to keep the 9-to-5 and just start getting familiar with the process of making money from your phone, right? Once you start making $100 a day, it's going to easily turn into 500, 1,000, whatever. And then when you have hit your goal, then you can consider leaving your job. But I do not recommend you leaving your job right now. I would say to definitely start your multiple streams of income. Decide if you want to go faceless, face forward, or you don't want to be on social media at all. And I'm going to give you ways that you can do all three. So the $7,000 that I made in May did not just come from one source of income. Were they both passive? Yes, those two sources of income were passive, but it didn't just come from one, right? And so that's the point. The point is to have business, you have your digital business working for you so that you don't have to also work for it. Because if you currently have a 9-to-5 job, you are probably not just physically exhausted when you get home, you are more than likely mentally exhausted when you get home. And it can be a lot to start or to manage a digital business or a whole nother business, right? So the point is to have businesses that work for you, not businesses that you work for, because if you work for them, then technically you just created another job for yourself, right? So in my mind, when I think about starting another stream of income, it has to come with flexibility, and it has to be able to be a business that I know I don't have to always have my hands in and my hands on. So let's talk about how you can have your digital business or your passive income streams working for you and not you working for it. So if you're going to be camera facing or you're going to be faceless, your content is going to work for you. Your content is your 24 hours a day, 7 days a week employee that does not need a break, does not need lunch breaks, PTO, or anything. It's literally working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, okay? Your content is evergreen. That's why it is so important to make sure that you are posting consistently so that the algorithm knows that, okay, this person is serious about posting their content, serious about getting their content out, and serious about wanting other people to get the information. Once the algorithm starts to pick that up, then they start to push your content out more. And the more your content is pushed out, the more eyeballs it gets in front of, right? And if you are doing your SEO correctly and you are making sure that you are using the appropriate hashtags and all of the things, it's going to go to the right people, right? It's going to go to the people that need the information that you have. So that's how you get your digital business to work for you to be able to consistently post the content that your target person wants to see. Now, I post every single day, maybe 3 to 6 times a day. But that's just me, right? I'm not working a full-time job at the moment. So I have the time to kind of just prop up the phone. Right? But I would not recommend that for you if you are just starting out and if you are still working your full-time job. If you're still working a job, it's probably more wise for you to pick a day, whether it's a Saturday or a Sunday, 2 to 3 hours a day, and just batch create your content, right? Batch create means you pick a certain time of day, you pick a certain day, and you just create the content. That's all you are doing for that day, is creating content. You're not editing content, you're not staging or any of that. You are literally just creating the content. What this does is it alleviates you from having to create and record content every single day, right? Because like I said, if you're working your full-time job, if you have kids and all kinds of things, it can be a lot, right? If you're a caregiver, if you're a spouse, you have a friend, whatever, you have other things that need your attention and your time. So when you pocket a certain amount of time and you just create, then you can take another pocket of time on a different day to post or to edit your content. Now remember, your target person needs to see you a number of times before they start to know, like, and trust you. If you're not posting content consistently, people are going to forget you. Okay, this is a social media platform where there is a slew of information on here. People need to be able to establish you as the authority figure, as the subject matter expert for whatever it is that you are going to be talking about. Another thing, while I'm on that topic, is you want to make sure that whatever topic you choose, right? Everybody likes to call it a niche. I say a category, and then it's a topic or sub niche, whatever you want to call it. But either way, it needs to be in the health, wealth, relationship, or lifestyle categories for it to be the most lucrative. Those are the categories that make the most money. Now, there are sub niches under those categories. So for example, if we chose health, there are so many different niches that you can choose under the health umbrella. So for example, how to 30-day plan for single moms to lose 10 pounds, right? Or 7-day meal prep plan for the busy working mom or the busy working dad, right? So things like that. So you have your category and then you have your sub niches or your subtopic. Now it needs to be a problem solving niche. It needs to be a topic where you are solving a problem for somebody. If it doesn't solve a problem, if it's just something that you were just passionate about, it may take longer for you to make money because people are trying to solve their problems. That's what they are coming to you for, is to help them solve the problem. So that's the importance, of course, of making sure that you are posting consistently, making sure that you are knowledgeable on the topic, especially if you're going to be camera facing, because you can tell when somebody doesn't know what they're talking about, okay? That energy reeks through the screen, whether they're watching on iPad, laptop, phone, it doesn't matter. People can tell when you don't know what you're talking about, when you're guessing, when you're just trying to sell something. That energy comes across very naturally. So don't even try to pretend that you know what you're talking about if you don't know what you're talking about. Make sure that it's something that you have solved for yourself, that you have actively experienced in your own life. Like I said, if you are going to be faceless, you don't have to worry about this because this is less important. You don't necessarily have to know what you're talking about when you're going faceless, because nobody even knows who's behind the brand, and you don't even have to use your voice if you don't want to, right? So you can post topics about weddings even if you're not married or if you've never been to a wedding. You can post content about dogs even if you are not an animal owner or lover, right? If you decide to do it faceless. Okay, so if you're camera facing, make sure you know what you're talking about. Make sure you have experience in the topic. If you decide to go faceless, you don't need to have all of the knowledge, experience, and all of that. You can just post your content. So whether you decide to go camera facing or faceless, you don't have to worry about creating content per se, because all of the content is already created for you in the academy, right? So we have over 30,000 done for you digital products and done for you content, hooks, hashtags, captions, all of that is already created for you. So it literally is just a matter of you posting the content to the right person consistently. Now you have to make sure that you have your stand store set up or your beacons or wherever you're going to be hosting your digital products, because you're going to get paid two ways. You're going to get paid from the platform and you're going to get paid with digital products. Now it is going to take you longer to get monetized on each individual platform than it is for you to get paid with your digital products. So being paid from your digital products is how you're going to be paid on a daily basis. The monetization of the platform, that comes later. I wouldn't even focus on that right now. I would be more concerned about getting to the amount of followers that you need so that you can start sharing and marketing your digital products. On YouTube, you do not need a certain amount of subscribers. You can just put the link in your description. Okay, so whatever digital products you have, put the link in your description. If you are on TikTok, you need 1,000 followers to be able to put your link in the bio. But either way, you shouldn't be starting with the digital product. You should be starting building your community, right? I tell you guys all the time, if you don't have people that are interested in buying what it is that you are selling, you just have a product that's going to collect dust, right? Whether it's physical dust or digital dust, it's going to collect dust, and that's not what you want. So you want to start posting that content so you can start attracting and aligning with your target person. Once you do that and they see that you are the subject matter expert, you have the information that they need, they're going to start asking you to create something that they can buy to help them, Okay, I have one of my mentees, we just started working together a little over 30 days ago. Her fourth video hit 53,000 views. She is almost at 1,000 followers in a matter of 30 days. I think she's at 900 and something now at this point. And her people are already asking her to create documents or to create things that can help them. And that's how you make sales without selling, right? You build the community, you give the community the value, you give them what it is, the answers that they're already looking for, and then they're going to want to spend money with you. That's pretty much what being in business is. You are literally just helping someone solve their problem. But once you have your beacons and your stand store, you got your niche, you know exactly what you're going to be talking about, the content that you're going to be posting. Just start posting consistently. And once you're able to put the link in your bio, go ahead and put the link in your bio. Now, it is very important that you are posting the right content to the right people. That is the importance of marketing, right? Making sure that your target person, whoever it is that you are talking to, that they understand what problem they have and they understand how you are the solution to their problem, right? And so I want you to make sure that when you are posting the content, you are very sure that if you was the other person on the other side of that screen, you would be satisfied with the level of information that you are getting, right? Essentially what you're going to do once you have, you know, posted enough content consecutively for about 30 days, then you're going to take 3 of the already done for you digital products that's in the 30,000 that we have within the academy, and you're going to bundle them, right? If you charge $25 for the bundle and you make 4 sales a day, guess what? That's $100. That's an extra $3,000 from just that one source of income, right? If you do that in multiple streams, that's an extra $6,000. Now, if you bundle 3 digital products or more, that's how you can charge more. And when you're able to charge more, you can sell less and still make the amount of money that you want to make. I want you to look at it like that. So if I charge $47, that's a roughly about $50. If you make 2 sales a day, that's $100, right? If you make 4 sales a day, that's $200. So when you bundle, you're able to make more money that way. So if you don't want to go camera facing, you don't want to go faceless, but you still want to have multiple streams of income, because you should, you definitely want to take one of the over 40 business courses that I currently have within the academy. I am taking the mobile notary business course, and I already have 3 sources of income, right? So this is going to be technically my 5th, but I'm calling it my 4th stream of income, right? And so I'm starting my 4th stream of income as a mobile notary, not because I want to necessarily be a notary public, but I also want to have the skill that if I decide to choose to use it, I can. You can make anywhere between $75 to $200 per client being a mobile notary public. And so in my mind, if I have 2 clients a day, that's a $400 day if they're at $200 per client. I like that. I like the sound of that. So I am taking the mobile notary business course to learn how to start a mobile notary business. I'm going to start the mobile notary business, and then I'm going to teach those that are interested in starting the mobile notary business exactly what I experienced and how to go about it, right? So you can do that with any of the business courses that is in the academy. It doesn't have to be the mobile notary course. You can do that with the trucking and logistics course. You can do that with the nursing course. You can do that with the home health aid course. You can do that with the beauty salon, the nail salon business. There's over 40 business courses in there. They have a vending machine business that's in there. All kinds of government contracts, all of the things in there. And so if you don't want to be on social media, then that is a way for you to be able to have multiple streams of income, still keep your job or whatever you decide to do, but still not only have to rely on that one check from that one company. We're not doing that anymore. So that's it for me, guys. I hope that you found this video helpful. All of the resources that I mentioned in this video is going to be in my description box, so make sure that you check that out. I am currently offering the opportunity for you to join the mobile notary business course with me. We're going to be in the course together, starting our mobile notary business together, supporting each other, encouraging each other. So you're more than welcome to join me on this journey. Information to get started doing that is also going to be at the link in my bio. You can also wait until I actually start my mobile notary business and I completely get certified and everything, because then I am going to be offering a course and a training, and even maybe a done for you service on starting the mobile notary business process. And so that today's price is not going to be tomorrow's price. So I would recommend you starting with me now from the ground up. You can see all of the progress that I'm taking and that we're going to be taking together, because like I said, today's price is not going to be tomorrow's price. Also, if you want access to any of the done for you digital products, any of the done for you content, all of the business courses, that is all also at the link in the description box. So thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye guys. So if you've made it to this point of the video, I have something special just for you. What I did not say in the video is that you also get the master resale rights to every single aspect of the academy. So you can resell the entire academy, you can resell the courses that are in the academy, you can resell the digital products that are in the academy, the content that's in the academy. Any aspect of it can be resold for 100% of the profit. So if you decide to take the course and resell the course, you can do that. If you decide to just use the digital products to resell it for 100% of the cost, you can do that. Whatever you want to do, you can do that right now. Usually the academy is at $149. Right now it is at $97, and it's going back up before the weekend is out. So I would definitely go ahead and grab it now. Also, do not forget that you can use Klarna or Afterpay to break your payments down into monthly payments or weekly payments, or however you choose to do that. I just wanted to give you that special bonus for watching until the end. And if you join the academy right now, we'll also be setting up your stand store for you completely free. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.